Hello, this is a quick tutorial on how to enter services for students that are on my caseload. If there are no students on your caseload, be sure to go to Manage Caseload and add students on. You must have students on your caseload before you can enter services. There is a section called Manage Caseload under the Help menu. I do have students on my caseload here, and I would like to enter some services. And in the navigation bar, there's a link called Wizards. And when I click on that, there are a number of wizards that appear for me to have access to. The first one is called the Service Log by Student Wizard. And this is where I go to enter an initial service for a student. All the students that are on my caseload will now appear here. I can either select all of them to record a service for them. I can uncheck all of them and just check the ones that I would like to record services for. I click the Next button, and a service calendar appears. And the service calendar will default to the current month that we are in. If I would like to scroll back in time, I may do so. And you'll notice that I'm already assigned to a student. It'll default alphabetically to the first student I chose. And you'll notice that I can see some other services that were recorded for the child in a previous month. If I'd like to scroll through the list of students, since I chose more than one, there's also a scroll bar for the number of students. So as I scroll through, I can see those calendars. The month doesn't change unless I choose to change the month. What I'd like to do is to record some services for this student, Douglas Anderson. To do that, I actually choose the day that I'd like to record services. The screen will give you some information. After we record services, they will start listing here at the top of the screen, but currently we don't have any services for the month. I'd like to enter a service log. I'll click Continue. I hit the drop-down for the service type, and what is listed here are services that apply to me as an occupational therapist. So I'll click on my group services here. I'll enter my time that I saw the student. I'll record my progress. Location is defaulted to school, but if I go someplace else, I also have other options as well for a different location. I add a brief description. Of the encounter. And I click Save Service Log. So I have one service log recorded for Douglas Anderson. If I happen to see this child on the same day every week, we have a feature called Prefill. So now here you can see the service that I just entered, and it'll start listing. But I see the student a week later at the same time. There's a button called Prefill, and when I choose this, it will choose the same procedure, it'll enter the same times, and it'll enter a progress report. Now, of course, any of these fields are, I can edit any of these fields, and I can change it to something that's more appropriate. The only field that does not copy over is the comments field, and that's because Medicaid requires that there's a personalized comment for each service recorded. So I'm going to add another comment. There's enough space for about 10,000 characters of text. So if you would like to be rather lengthy, that's not a problem, and then there will be a drop-down or a scroll bar that will appear so that you can scroll through your messages. Then I click Save Service Log, and my next service log has been saved here in the calendar. If for some reason I'd like to just make a note of a therapy service that didn't occur, it's really simple for me to click either Student Absent or Not Available, or maybe I wasn't present as the provider, and I can record that, and it won't go to the service log. It'll just automatically populate that. There also might be a reason for you to record a non-billable entry, and this could be potentially a team meeting of some sort. So there are some pre-populated items that can be chosen, and you can enter a time. And enter some subject matter. And then click Save. And there you have a way of recording services by student. Thank you very much.